The all-American, family-loving, Bible-quoting Southern Baptist Convention, the nation's largest Protestant denomination, and the Walt Disney Company, the world's largest producer of family-friendly programs and products, seem like a match made, well, in heaven. But as we reported last November, delegates to the Southern Baptist Convention's 1997 annual meeting voted to boycott Disney.
They are pushing a Christian-bashing, family-bashing, pro-homosexual agenda.
Richard Land is president of the Southern Baptist Convention's Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission.
And you need to understand that when you take your money and you go to the theme parks, or you rent the animated features, or you go to the animated features, you're helping to subsidize material in other venues that is going to be an attack on your values and your beliefs.
Well, that's ridiculous. We're not pushing any agenda.
Michael Eisner is CEO and chairman of the Walt Disney Company.
We are pushing in our corporate marketplace tolerance and understanding, expansiveness. We are totally onto an ethical compass, a moral compass.
Now, why do you think that the Southern Baptists have targeted Disney for this boycott?
I think we're large, and when somebody attacks us, it gets their agenda into the news.
Disney is not Mom and Dad's Disney. They're not Mr. Disney's Disney anymore. They have moved over to the other side of the spectrum.
From Land's office in Nashville come the leaflets with suggestions on how to avoid Disney theme parks, Disney retail stores, Disney's ABC television, Disney magazines, Disney record companies, Disney sports franchises, and Disney movies.
So what was wrong with The Little Mermaid? That's a sweet little movie.
Well, I haven't seen it. I am told from those who have seen it and who have watched it carefully that there was the suggestion that a clergyman became sexually aroused while he was performing a marriage ceremony.
The allegedly offending bulge goes by in less than a second. But if you were to slow down a few frames of this scene, you might think the preacher was indeed more than happy to see Ariel.
There. Right there, right there, right there. Okay.
Well, first of all, it's completely untrue. You know it's untrue. I know it's untrue. We've gone back to the,
What is it?
It is clearly his knee. Everybody knows it's his knee. It's just people spending too much time looking for things that aren't there.
The Southern Baptists also say Pocahontas is an example of Christian bashing.
Now, what was the problem with Pocahontas?
Well, it's another example of how they twist history. If you'll go into the rotunda of the Capitol, you will find that Pocahontas was baptized as an Orthodox Christian. Disney does not want to have positive portrayals of Orthodox Christians.
Because I'm on 60 Minutes, I have to act proper and not get crazy and excited and annoyed, but that is just ridiculous. I mean, Pocahontas, I think, is one of the most pro-social movies made in the 75 years of the history of the Disney Company. It's about an American legend. It's about a Native American. It's pro-environment. It's about the earth. It's about respecting one another. By the way, she didn't become a Christian in the legend until after our story ended.
Do you at least see their point of view? Do you understand? Or do you just say, wow, that's nutty?
In private or in public?
On 60 Minutes. I mean, obviously anything you say.
On 60 Minutes, I say it's everybody has the right to criticize. And
in private, you say, wow, that's just nutty?
Well, on Pocahontas, no, we don't do everything right, and we make mistakes, and we do inappropriate things, and a company with 115,000 employees is not flawless. But when somebody says Pocahontas is anti-Christian or anti-Jewish or anti-black or anti-Native American, I say inside, deep down, they're nuts. They really are.
Nuts? Well, it's not just the Southern Baptists.
God bless you. Thank you for coming. And
Other conservative groups like the American Family Association and the Catholic League are also boycotting Disney.
We ask for a transformation of Disney, or Disney will go down.
And Southern Baptists like William and Dawn Pate agree.
The videos, those are one of the big things that we watch in our home. You know, our children love the videos.
So you stop that?
Yeah.
Denomination leaders have calculated that if only 1 million of the millions of Southern Baptists like Dawn Pate withhold just $100, Disney is out $100 million.
I don't know who else is boycotting Disney. For us personally and morally, this is a stand that we wanted to take to teach our children, to set an example for them.
But the Pates live in Kissimmee, Florida, a stone's throw from Disney World, which their children, 10-year-old Travis and 14-year-old Leah, love to visit.
I like going to Disney a lot. It's a happy place to be at.
But she doesn't go to Disney World anymore.
Do you get any grief because you're boycotting?
There were some girls at my school, and I was telling them that I was boycotting Disney, and they didn't really understand, and I explained, and they still didn't really understand, and they don't see where I'm coming from.
Do you support that?
Yeah.
Really? You're not sure?
Like we can live without going for a while and stuff, but just that it was a lot of fun when we went to. They had a lot of fun rides and stuff.
So it isn't easy boycotting Disney. But the Pates and the other boycotters believe that Disney is encouraging the wrong values. And nothing upsets them more than what they see as Disney's promotion of homosexuality.
I'm so afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.
Ellen DeGeneres' coming out on ABC last season offended the Southern Baptists. They say Disney owns ABC TV and should have intervened.
That was her choice and ABC's choice, and I think has been very well done.
But what about the complaint that it's no longer just a show where a gay person is in it, but it's a show now promoting the homosexual lifestyle? She kisses a woman on the air.
I'm new at this, so I don't know the do's and the don'ts and the signals and the...
Well, first of all, we made sure we moved it from an 8:30 time period to a 9:30 time period.
So you were sensitive to
Well,
this.
to the extent it makes people uncomfortable or we feel there is something in it that we should warn parents about that may be against what they believe in, we put an advisory on it. As long as it remains a tasteful program, as any other program has to be a tasteful program on ABC.
Now, that's a good question. Is it tasteful to have two women kissing on television?
It didn't offend me. Does it make some people uncomfortable? Probably. Did we put an advisory on it? Yes. Would we in the future? I don't know.
When you put the advisories on, are you in any way responding to this boycott move or the Christians who are sending letters and putting ads on the air?
No.
Disney has been sensitive to the tastes of its Christian audience. It has officially sponsored Nights of Joy for 15 years, sold-out celebrations of Christian music.
You are His prized creation, the apple of God's eye. Yeah.
Let me show you another tape. This is Disney World. This is Gay Day at Disney World. And you see men just mingling with everybody else, holding hands.
The homosexual organizations arrange that day themselves. We do not put signs up that say no blacks allowed, no Jews allowed, no homosexuals allowed, as long as they are discreet and whomever our guests are, handle themselves properly, dressed properly, they're welcome in our doors. And I think it would be a travesty in this country for us to exclude anybody.
And that's why, he says, Disney gives health benefits to the partners of gay employees. It's something 1,000 other American companies and colleges provide, but Southern Baptists nevertheless find it repugnant.
What is the convention's view of homosexuals? You don't like homosexuals?
We love homosexuals. We're commanded by the Lord to love everyone, including homosexuals.
So
we
why
detest
all this-
homosexuality, as does the Bible, as
But then
does
why
God.
deny them health benefits?
We're going to deny, or do the best we can to deny, the normalization of a lifestyle that we believe is abnormal, deviant, unhealthy, and dangerous.
Well, they say they're just trying to promote tolerance.
You know, when they say, as one of the producers of Ellen did, they feel they will have accomplished their purpose if one teenager feels more comfortable about their sexuality. It's not ABC's job to help children feel more comfortable when they have questions about their sexuality, and we're exercising our right to protest it.
So is the boycott working?
Turns out most Southern Baptists are not supporting it. In a recent independent poll, 55% of Southern Baptists disagreed with the Disney boycott, and the Reverend Jim Henry is one of them.
We are going to fast and pray today for Michael Eisner.
Pastor Henry, once president of the Southern Baptist Convention, preaches at the First Baptist Church in Orlando, a megachurch in the shadow of the Magic Kingdom.
What do I tell our people who work at Disney? Quit?
Hundreds of his members work at Disney. Some even gave him this warning.
You know, if you all are going to do this, if this is what you're about, don't invite me to your church anymore. I don't want to hear about it. And anything you say, I'm not interested in, if this is what you're about.
So in his weekly televised service, Jim Henry told his parishioners he would not support the resolution because it is difficult to manage, because the Bible speaks nothing of boycotting, and because Jesus wouldn't do it. Now, is it true that your sermon is carried on an ABC station?
Yes, we've been with them 25 years as an ABC outlet. And
no, but if somebody in your church wants to support the boycott, they can't watch you then. That's what it would mean.
That's exactly what it would mean. If I did the boycott, we'd have to say, ABC, we're off. And I couldn't do that when there are thousands of people that we know we're reaching.
Reverend Henry and other Southern Baptists say they have made overtures to Disney, asked for high-level meetings, but the company has not responded.
It comes across as being arrogant when you got millions of people with deep concerns, and there's no response, or very little response.
But Michael Eisner says he did respond in this letter, in which he explains that Disney's trying to promote tolerance and compassion. And he tells the Southern Baptist Convention, I hope we can be patient with one another. And there was one meeting between boycott representatives and a Disney executive in Washington, D.C., but it didn't go well. Would you sit down and meet with, face-to-face, a group from the Southern Baptist Convention to talk about these issues?
I will meet with anybody at any time when it is presented in a rational and non-media hyped way. So my answer is absolutely.
Is the boycott having any effect?
Well, you've got me here in 60 Minutes trying to respond to it, so to that extent it has some effect. It hasn't had a financial effect. We've never done it. No.
The Southern Baptist Convention plans to continue the Disney boycott for years and years and claims it will build momentum.
I think we're the wrong group to go after, but the one thing that's great about this country is they have the right to do it, and they're doing it the right way. They have the right to do letter writing campaigns. They have the right to hold back their wallets. They have the right not to go to our property. I love that. I respect that.
Since our report first aired, representatives of Disney and the Southern Baptist Convention have had 2 meetings described to us as amicable. And ABC canceled the TV show Ellen for the next season, they say, due to insufficient ratings.